Healthy Balance Part 2. People ask me about acceptance. How do I work on acceptance? Because it's not that trivial. So, in order to accept, you need to first acknowledge the situation. Sometimes we have bad situation, and this bad situation we want to forget. There are two mechanisms that work on it: repression and denial. Denial is the easier mechanism to work with because denial is basically I acknowledge the situation, but it's not true. No, it's not true. So in order to break the denial mechanism, try to focus on the facts. Only on facts, not on interpretation to facts, but only on the facts. When you focus on the facts, you will have no other choice than acknowledge the situation. Then you can work on acceptance. The second mechanism is repression. Repression is harder because it's about the things we are unaware of. We forgot them, we repress them because we want to escape from them. Repression has two mechanisms it works on. The first is fear, and we've already talked about fear. The second is escape. Repression causes you to escape the situation. You don't want to be in the situation, you just want a way out. So you run away. Stop. The first thing you need to do is stopping. When you stop running away, you can start to become more and more aware of the situation. Be there. Stay in the situation. I know it's uncomfortable, it's unpleasant, it's hurting, it's painful. Stay in there and let the situation just flood you with emotions, with thoughts, with feelings. Let the flood become stable. And then start breaking it apart by the analytical questions of focusing on facts. First, accept the facts. Then start focusing on how you react to it, your reactions, your emotional reactions, your physical reactions to the situation, and then you can start working on the higher level of acceptance. The easier is facts. So we have repression and denial, both about accepting the facts. Repressing is harder because you are unaware of the facts, you just repress them, forgot them. So we need to stop the runaway and base it on facts. Fear is also a repression mechanism, and we've talked about it. You need to accept it. And the last thing about acceptance is, again, talking about not running away. Instead of pushing the issues away from you, make them closer. If you want to accept, if you want to feel compassion to the situation, to yourself in the situation, maybe to the others, I don't know, not always possible. So you need to get them closer to you instead of pushing them away. When you get them closer to you, it's the first step to deal with it, to accept. Because you can't accept something that is far. You can't. Especially if you're pushing it away on purpose, or unawarely, but pushing it away actively, like repression and denial mechanisms. So first, get it closer to you. Then you can accept. The second thing I want to talk about in this video is anger. Anger is not rage. Rage is emotion you feel toward a system. You rage at your government. Anger is much more personal. This is why you can't be rage about yourself, but you can be angry at yourself. Rage is personal feeling. And it's not a bad feeling. Anger is an activation mechanism. It's not a bad emotion. It's an acute feeling. Anger is a driving force for motion, to set you in motion, to get up and do things. Anger is one of the mechanisms to overcome fear. If you have a fear that grows into anxiety, so anger is a good way to overcome it. You need to know how to operate anger. It's not about doing stupid mistakes. Anger is about dealing with acute situation. It's not a general anger, oh, I'm angry all the time. This is not a good emotion. This is actually very bad situation that becomes out of anger. Anger should be acute emotion to a situation that allow you to set things in motion and drive you into action. It helps you to overcome paralyzing fear. Nothing more, nothing less. Without an acute situation, anger just becomes a poison. So I really suggest you release the anger after you burn this fuel to deal with an acute situation. Release it. Otherwise it will poison you. It will accumulate in your system and just poison you. And this poison will just spread away and poison people around you. This is a very, very bad situation. So pay attention to anger. It's a good emotion, it's a good driving force for acute situations. Rage, of course, is for acute things. You just want to deal with things. Don't let it stay in your system and poison you.